Hammer the Gap, I think we took. Nope, haven't taken Point Blank Master yet. I don't think. Yeah, but what do they have to take in order to use their wisdom instead of their dex? It's just a feature they have. In other words, what you're telling me is I need to respec yet again. No? Yeah, we gotta finish leveling before we can respec them again. Still helps you hit. Yeah. Yeah, I wish you could full respec as well. Take him down to level 1. Agreed. I mean, the way we've been building them and running them, it's been working, so. I'm not sure what to take here. Maybe a skill focus on nature. I might not respec again. Like I said, what we've been doing has been working well. Yeah, up to 29 nature now. I ended up taking combat mobility anyway. Alright, we got him what we needed. We built him pretty much the same. Close enough. Higher whiz gives more key points to use. All right, all right, all right. You convinced me. Yeah, point blank master you get naturally with him. So yeah, we did have it. It's just part of the leveling up with him at what, level 3? Respect to perfection. I don't know about perfection, but little improvements here and there. Never a bad idea. I disagree on needing strength because it affects your carry weight, but I know what you mean. Improved precise shot or clustered shots? I think that, yeah. Clustered shots for damage reduction. I think here we took the skill focus for nature. Is our nature junkie? you take a look at Lynn's AC once you're done? Okay. You will. Maybe toughness. Though he really doesn't get hit all that often. Critical focus. Crit more often. Confirm those criticals. Dazzling display. I'm not going to use dazzling display with him. More valuable just to hit things. I mean, doing 6 attacks. He's just each of his turns is better off used to hit things. What did we? Restoration, combat mobility. Your range attacks and ignore anything but total concealment and cover. Yeah. Leaving shot. Improved critical. That's what I'm thinking. Improved critical or distracting shot to make our melee more efficient. That'll help the entire team. Or we can take distracting shot next mythic level after this instead of taking abundant key. Might get more. So you're saying without taking abundant key, we might have more than when our previous spec when we were specking Dex and taking abundant key? limit for flurry is your wisdom bonus. Okay. So we should be able to hit more often, right? Or have more attacks with flurry. Give it a shot. .32 AC. The guy who doesn't get hit ever. Okay. Okay, bud. And a speed of 70 is what he had. Would hammers, maces, and flails be considered the gnome hooked hammer? Or is that considered dual wielding? It says one-handed weapons. Twin blade weapon. Yeah, that's not an option here. As long as he's wielding a weapon from the trained weapon. Reflex. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm running the gnome hooked hammer for him. Yeah. Maybe CMD. Don't think we'll be using Regil all that much, though. Yeah. Okay. So Ozil, another person I won't be using outside of their companion quests. Why is that there twice? Weird. Oh, look, disintegrate. Gotcha. No way, what? Oh. No, this is Ninio. You get a new spell-like ability usable twice per day. None of your business. The more tails you take, the more spells you get. Okay. Sorry, had to help my daughter with something. Magical tail. Check it out. You can take that feat 9 times. Jesus. Power word blind. True seeing communal though. Power words are worthless? Really? By the time you get good ones, stuff has so much HP that they won't work until you're two shotting them anyhow. Okay. Mass hold person. That seems nice. Insanity. Yeah, mass invisibility is... I'd rather have greater invisibility. Eventually. Eventually. Thought sense? He can become an arcane trickster. Which I actually have a little bit in. Just remembered. Yeah. Cone of cold. Good call in the cold. And acidic spray. Okay. Jump up. Yep. You're severely lacking in that department. Ember. We were dumping into... Oh, need to make sure she's maxed on persuasion per level. We were raising her religion because we don't have a religion dump person. Yes, acidic spray did say 15d6. That's handy. Regenerative sinew. Kind of thinking chain lightning, because this will be in addition to the chain lightning we already have from the bracers, right? I was thinking about doing chain lightning, which should be separate from the chain lightning we get from her bracers. It is separate, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's from bracers. She's got these. The Stormlord's Resolve. That's where she gets her lightning spells currently. He does have some religion. Destruction. We know how devastating that can be. Yeah. Definitely need to set the spells. I've been... Ooh, greater restoration, though. We desperately need that. Desperately need greater restoration. Yeah. So that'd be 140 points of untyped damage. We'll be picking that up, but we need greater restoration more. Yeah, I suspect they're either immune or they have so much HP that doesn't really matter. Okay. Storm bolts. I think that's from the bracers. We just don't have any uses for 8th level spells yet. Okay then. Bonus spell from their patron. Nope, Storm Bolts is from the bracers. Gives you spontaneous casting, if you have the ability to spontaneous cast. Or Jolting Portent, Call Lightning, Lightning Bolt, Chains of Light, Call Lightning Storm, Chain Lightning, and Storm Bolts. It also grants the wearer an electric shield that deals 1d6 plus wearer's level electric damage each time an enemy lands a hit against the wearer, and 30 electric resistance. That's a powerful item. You can activate him to convert all energy damage you do to electric. You can do a fireball that does zappy damage. I like that. Ability that turns fireball into cold damage. It's like icy hot. Cryo flames. It's so hot it's cold.
Here we go.
Ah, I forgot to sell while I was out there. That's what I forgot to give myself. Oh no, we did make him our cushion crafter. That's right. We're missing out on reagents.
You fight demons with such joy.
Shove that somewhere else. Demons are demons. Why are you sympathizing with them?
I'd like to hear the answer to that. Anything new with you guys? Doesn't seem like it. All right, let's go sell since we forgot to do that. Clear our inventory. Because she honestly believes deep down they can be good. Maybe. Ah, we actually have money again. Ninio. Okay. Okay. Yep, 184k gold. The start. The +6 ant, that's right. Good call. She's got a +2 right now. Who is our current Arcana person? I think it might be me. No. No, not me. Got +4. That was in our last, or Aslanti playthrough, I think. Darren? Amber. Yeah, we're gonna give that to her. She's got a crown and everything. Selling that then. Okay. $202K. I'll take it. That camera adjustment's a little weird. Yeah, it rotates based on right and left movement. Okay. Little crusade management. Yeah. Give me those Hell Knights. Okay. Return of the Faultless Daybreak is a sign that promises victory to the Crusaders. The glow of this holy relic, put on the commander's gear, will fill the souls of brave warriors with hope in their hands with power. It is necessary to decide which item it will be placed. Heavy flail, which, yeah, it's two-handed flail, so no. No. Maybe scale mail. Maybe. I mean, the only one that makes sense It even has a remote chance of being useful as a scale mail. The commander's confidants have reported that among the officers there is an unspoken, widespread tradition that involves selling promotions. At times, a vacant command position is given not to the most talented and trained, but whoever can afford to make generous donation to the collective coffers. Play cards for ranks. Okay. Selling ranks is boring. Candidates might well try winning them at the card table where they can prove their grit, deftness, and most importantly, luck. And the dealer will be, naturally, the commander himself. From now on, ranks will be going only to the luckiest would-be officers. Wait, what? Omelet innovation. Yeah, I won't be doing that one. Or make an omelet out of the clutch of eggs. What the fuck? It's a little messed up. They're going to make omelets out of dragon eggs. I guess that's it for now. Was expecting more. We can go to Storyteller. See if we have enough to have him do something. Really? Still don't have what we need for the broken gauntlets. It's been 2 years since I started to serve the darkness. She found me in the ivory labyrinth. Her gaze pierced piercing through all my protective spells, as if they had been cast by an untrained apprentice rather than in the last Archmage of Kaonin. She is powerful and insidious. She is the perfect assassin. Her name is Nocticula. She invited me to Alushanira, the city of demons in the depths of the abyss, the capital of the Midnight Isles. The Lady in Shadow highly values my ability to remain unnoticed. Kneeling before her throne, I listened to her praise and felt like a child being given a pat on the head for doing some simple chore for the first time. But this is no longer important. Now I serve a demon lord, for this is our agreement. She will help me decrypt the scribbles I copied in the Ivory Labyrinth. In return, I will serve as her court mage and spy for the next 17 years. Now, Alushanira is my home and Nocticula is my Lady in Shadow. You trusted a demon lord? My Lady in Shadow has no reason to hide the truth from me. She does not care about my research. She offered me help out of curiosity. I'm something of a bizarre pet to her, both funny and useful. She offered me help and I agreed. I must thank my lady for her generosity. 17 years of service for translating 17 phrases from Baphomet's Labyrinth. Bargain. Tell me about your life in Alushanira. Of all the places in the abyss, Alushanira is the most civilized. My lady wants to make her capital the face of the abyss, a place where travelers from other planes can visit without too much fear. I don't care. I'm only here to complete my service and get the promised reward, and turn to Galarian. However, strange as it may be, Alushanira's demons treat me honorably. They hate me, sometimes growl at me, but they never attack. I've prepared many spells and I'm ready to use them at any moment, but I've had no reason to yet. I have my own tower in the upper city, not far from my lady's palace. I've strengthened it with protective spells and set golems to guard it. I created a portal to Galarian at the top of the tower, one which only I can use. It will be my escape route if I need to flee urgently. I expect an attack every day, but it never happens. This might sound ridiculous and surprising, but I think the demons of Alushanira respect me. I can't smell anything but sewage. I can hear some demon snores or death rattles hidden by a cocoon of spells. I keep invisible watch in a dirty alley in Alushanira's lower city. Two winged shadows sweep past overhead and a terrible stone-splitting shriek rolls like a tide through the streets. But it can't hurt me. I know the ways of the city and have protected myself from Valexia's wild antics. A voluntary partner, a young half-elf named Kenny. Kenny. You bastards, sighs loudly and says yet again, they're not coming. I shrug just as I have done every time before. I'm not keeping you. Kenny frowns and turns away in response. The journal will tell you what you need. Okay. I sneak a look at my friend. His unruly locks fall over his face. Kenny carelessly sweeps them out of his eyes, thinking about something. I find myself enjoying his gentle movements and look away, embarrassed. I have a little more patience, my friend. Soon our goal will be here, I'm sure of it. You mentioned Alexia. Tell me about her. The maddest succubus of all those born in the abyss. Even my lady in shadow can't but smile upon hearing of the latest mayhem she stirred up just for fun. Surrounded by her 3 succubi friends known as the Sinners, she flies naked over the city, crushing buildings with her raging screams, grabbing poor passers-by, taking them up in the air, and dashing them down into the rocks. Getting into raging fights with no rhyme or reason. Truly, Alexia is the bane of Alushanira, but it's also its wild heart. Didn't expect to find out you had a partner. I didn't expect it either. Kenny is from Galarian, just as I am. He's a thief and a former slave. He escaped from the Cyclopses of the Dying Empire. I met him before I left Galarian for the Abyss and my old tower. A thief who sought not my life, but shelter, a place to spend the night, and protection from his former masters. My charms worked. Kenny couldn't get past the ground floor of the tower. That's where I found him, sitting on the floor, entangled in my trap's living vines. I freed the helpless thief. I wasn't angry at his intrusion. I was even glad to talk with his restless youth of the short-lived folk. I had no idea how much I missed companionship. After that, Kenny often spent the night in my tower, partaking of my hospitality. Together, we lived through the terror of Earthfall, and when the time came, I took him with me to the Abyss. Recently, he's even helped me carry out some of my lady's tasks, those that give him the opportunity to make some money. Does your partner know about your goal to save Galarian? Oh yes, we discussed my plans many times. Sitting atop the tower, nursing goblets of warmed wine, Kenny shares my love of our dear Galarian and supports my desire to save its doomed civilizations. My friend is not like me at all. He is young, hot-tempered, and mischievous. He prefers to act first and deal with the consequences later. Perhaps this is why we get along so well. Opposites attract. Finally, my patience is rewarded. I see a slouching demon in rags, so pathetic that even the demon guards of Alushanira would not lay a hand on him out of disgust. But my spell-enhanced vision can't be fooled. I see the incubus Zephorian, the ruler of Alushanira, who only answers to the Lady of Shadow herself. Passing a step away from me, Zephorian stumbles and falls into a puddle of sewage, rousing disdainful chuckles from a few witnesses. But I won't be fooled by this game. Instead, I concentrate, becoming even more focused. My lord, I've discovered this crystal of unknown power on one of the Midnight Isles. Have a look. A hand holding a heart-sized crystal burning with purple flame emerges from under the rags. The incubus's hand is shaking, the skin on his palm slightly smoldering from touching the crystal. The demon's reflection in the puddle of sewage ripples and changes. I don't hear Zephorian talking to his mysterious lord. The incubus hides the purple crystal back under the rags. As you wish, my lord. No, Nocticula knows nothing about these crystals, I'm sure. Of course, Lord Sokothbanoth. I wince. I have no desire to stand in the way of a demon lord. I turn around. You see, Kenny, we were able to get evidence of Zephorian's treason. I was right. But my friend is nowhere to be seen. Who is Sokothbanoth? Disgusting demon lord, champion of meanness, debauchery, perversions, and breaker of taboos. He is Nocticula's brother and former lover. Out of jealousy, he tried in vain to kill my lady, but he remained alive after the attempt. He is driven by fear, shame, and hatred towards his powerful sister. Yeah, it's your partner in the Trickster Council. That's why I kind of hesitated at the name. It was a Nahadrian crystal. You were right. It's probably one of the first crystals discovered by demons, if not the first one. I'm glad it took demons so long to discover the crystal's true properties. Otherwise, the invasion by the Abyss could have happened much earlier. I'm standing at the top of my tower. There's a goblet of warmed wine in my hand. Nocticula was pleased with my raid. Oh no, she won't kill Zephorian on the spot. Our lady's punishments are much more sophisticated. Banishing, demotion, even transformation into the pathetic creature the incubus was masquerading as. Nocticula has a lot of choices. I don't care. I've done my part. I sip from my goblet and turn to my friend. Without saying a word, Kenny takes out a rag from under his shirt and shows me the purple crystal wrapped up in it. I chuckle. That's where my friend went at the end of the raid. Well, we're going to keep the crystal. I'll study its properties in detail and find out if it will help us achieve our goals. Now Takula doesn't have to know that I have the crystal now. Let her look to Sephorian or her demon lord brother for it. I drink from the goblet again and look down. Lucianera lies at the bottom of the tower, like a faithful dog at the feet of its master. I earned respect here. Even the lady in shadow heeds my words. I feel a treacherous smile appear on my lips. Of course, when 17 years have passed, I will return to Galeria. But for now, I like my life here. I served a demon lord, and what's more, I liked it. I did not expect this from myself. I was completely different. Different thoughts, desires, motives. What made me change so much? I don't know. Tell me about your work in Alishanera. It's been 2 years since I started to serve the darkness. She found me in the ivory labyrinth, pierce gazing. Wait. Same thing. Yeah. Same thing. Okay. What is it? One vial of magic essence, 4 bars of cold iron, and 2 vials of demon. Pretty sure I have the vials of demon. Yeah. So I need 2 more cold iron. Can I not just buy cold iron? Ooh. That's the bigger bag of holding. Yes, please. Yep. Bag of holding. We're taking that. You need the better alchemist and scriber's kits. But she doesn't appear to have the better scribe kit. Yeah, we've already got 4 on the alchemist. What happens when you try to put a bag of holding in a bag of holding? You just destroy the fabric of the universe. I don't remember who Nistra is. Arcane Weaver. What do you sell? I'm assuming robes and shirts and things of that nature. Yep. Give her an extra +5 to her persuasion. You open a rift to the astral plane, which will pull everything within 50 feet. And then after a minute or so, violently explodes. So yeah, pretty much destroy everything. Ooh, that's a nice looking cloak. Yeah, why not? Not bad. Okay. Is there? Can you just not buy cold iron? Well, hold up. Maybe an alchemy store? Maybe. Do we even have an alchemist? Maybe the one-eyed devil might have some. Nope. Ha. There's a charming flower by the name of Camellia. I believe that our heart has not yet been won by any bee. She isn't opposed to new acquaintances. Could you arrange an introduction for us? Oh, you silly bastard. Sure you want that? Sure?
Can't make the demons wait.
I'm not an Azeta, so I'm just saying. A trickster might find it quite funny. Only evil tricksters? Yeah, fair. Fair. I'll give you that one. I'm neutral, so I have to balance good and bad. So I do make... Yeah, I don't care about Konomi. We're just going through her dialogue to see if anything happens because of it. She is the most boring person on the council. The most obnoxious, actually. Yep, that was a waste of time. I don't even think she tries to hide it. I don't remember who Nistra is. Oh, yeah, I remember her now. Myanmar. I remember.
Beautiful.
Scribers kits. Let's go with 6. Trade you. Yep, he only. Okay. You have half the mass defense needed to finish Ninio's quest. How many do you need? 4? Yeah. See what Camilla has to say about that. Don't worry, we'll save before doing it in case it turns out bad. Oh. Nothing new. Okay. Lucky for Ramian. I am not in a relationship with her, actually. I just slept with her. Post, murder sex. No, it is not a relationship. Sex does not equate relationship. It's complicated. Exactly. See, even my wife understands that. Well, who would you rather I have sex with? The demon? Succubus? How is that any better? Yeah, the demon succubus. The things she's done are just as bad as what Camilla has done. She doesn't kill people? She has. Succubus, what about Tree Fitty? Nadal, the land of necromancers and the followers of Zon Kuthon, is a nation of ill repute. But the demon invasion poses a threat even to them. The news that a contingent of Nidalese forces is on its way to Dresden has caused a scandal in the capital. Hey, I don't care about light cavalry. We'll take the energy points. Okay. Okay. The phylactery of Stavanius the Rotten. was destroyed during a failed lich creating ritual. However, grains of his spirit are still locked in a small purple gem that got into the commander's hands. Wizards can place it in an item or weapon to give it evil properties. See what the ring does. Aha! Dragons in care. There's an interesting trophy among the quarry that the commander captured in the Ivory Sanctum, a clutch of woundworm eggs. It's common knowledge that such dragons, as a rule, are malicious by their nature, so nobody wants to hang around for evil critters to be born. A group of druids is ready to retreat to relieve the crusaders of this perilous treasure and take the eggs into their care. In answer to the question on whether the druids would condition the young dragons to be kind creatures that shun violence and do not eat mortals alive, a druid evasively replied that he and his companions should not get in the way of nature. All dragon units? Wait, what? Okay. Okay. I'll allow it. Okay. Gonna create a hard save